Your 2024 champion, Carlos Alcaraz, winning his first Roland-Garros title and his third Grand Slam title. Alcaraz now 3-0 in Grand Slam finals. He is the champion here for 2024. Good evening, and for a final time this year, welcome to Roland-Garros, where after nearly 4.5 hours of action on Philippe Chatrier in a topsy-turvy match with highlights to come, Carlos Alcaraz, just 21 years of age, triumphed on the red clay of Paris. His record is absolutely unbelievable. He's 11-1 when it comes to winning 5-set matches, which tells you a thing or two about his mentality. A couple of medical timeouts for the young Spaniard, but he is undefeated when it comes to playing in Grand Slam finals. Family and friends embracing him at the end. An incredible achievement for a man who came in wondering how he would fare due to the injury that he's been nursing on his right forearm. Fairy tale stuff for Carlos Alcaraz, who has always spoken about how he would run home from school to be able to watch Roland-Garros on the television. It's the highlights to come of how the match unfolded, but let's start by hearing from your 2024 champion, speaking while holding the trophy on Philippe Chatrier, Carlos Alcaraz.
Has been an incredible work. The last month we were struggling a lot with the injury. Coming back to Madrid, didn't feel well, and then the next weeks with a lot of doubts, coming here, practicing not too much hours on the court. I mean, I'm really grateful to have the team that I have, the people that I have around. I know that everyone in my team is giving their heart just to make me improve as a player, as a person, to grow up. So I'm really grateful, and I'm call you as a team, but it's a family. So thank you very much.
Having heard from our champion on court, Philippe Chatrier, let's now take a look at how the action unfolded between Carlos Alcaraz and Sasha Zverev in your final daily highlights of 2024. It was set up nicely before the tournament began. It was 5-4 in the head-to-head between the two. It was 1-1 in 2024, and it was 2-1 on the clay. But that one for Zverev happened here at the quarter-final stage. And Alcaraz looking for a faster start than he had against Jannik Sinner in the round before.
Called against.
Some wonderful exchanges between the two. He would go on to take that first set, but Sasha Zverev, who'd played nearly 19.5 hours of tennis before he stepped foot on the court for the final, was able to get the advantage, take the lead, and move comfortably through this second set. A couple of five-setters for Zverev having to fight his way through. What incredible get, going back behind Alcaraz.
Avantage Zverev.
He said he wasn't ready, Sasha Zverev, at the 2020 US Open final when he led Dominic Thiem by 2 sets and a break and a couple of points to close it out, and he felt that the time was right and he was getting himself in a good position as we went deeper into this final.
Called against.
The continuing momentum switches between the two kept playing out. And it was very close to see who would close out the third set. It would go the way of Sasha Zverev. The question then, could Carlos Alcaraz respond? The answer was yes. Remember, he missed Monte Carlo Barcelona and Rome due to the injury to the right forearm. And he was beaten in Madrid by Andrei Rublev, and very aware, he said, of the arm and not being able to unload properly. Then you get into a fifth set. It comes to this record. 10-1 coming into this match in 5 sets. His only loss to Matteo Berrettini in the third round of the Australian Open 2022. Shows the mentality of Carlos Alcaraz, remembering he is just 21 years of age. And he would become the 7th and youngest player to capture Grand Slam titles on all 3 surfaces. He was having medical timeout, he was having treatment to his thighs. Pickle juice was administered to Carlos Alcaraz from the box. But he would find a way through. And with the title, he will move back up to world number 2 on Monday. It really is fairy tale stuff for Carlos Alcaraz. A great battle between the two. It's now 5-all in the head-to-head, but the most important one going the way of the Spaniard. Doubts at the beginning, the trophy at the end. And the wonderful scenes at the end, he would go up and greet family and friends in the box, and he would thank afterwards his mum, his dad, his brothers, everybody who was with him. It's been a tough few weeks in terms of the arm and having to pull out of a number of events. He wasn't sure if he would have played enough coming into Roland-Garros, and now he is the champion. When it came to Sasha Zverev, now many regarded him as a tip for the title, having won in Rome. He was on a 12-match win streak coming into the final. He led, as you saw there, by 2-1. It wasn't meant to be for the German this afternoon in Paris, but here are a few thoughts from him after the match.
Third Grand Slam, 21 years old, it's incredible. You won 3 different ones. It's an amazing career already. You're already a Hall of Famer. You already achieved so much, and you're only 21 years old. So incredible player, and yeah, not the last time we're going to win this. To the team, well done. I wish I could say otherwise, but too good today. All of you guys are unbelievable nice guys, and I know you all for many, many years. I'm happy for you guys. Not today, but generally I'm very happy for you. Yeah. Then, of course, to my team as well. Thanks for not only the last 2 weeks, but obviously the long journey that we had, also since the injury on this court. We're close today, not enough, but hopefully one day we'll be able to hold this trophy together. So thank you.
Emotional moments for those in the Zverev box. Now, just minutes after the trophy ceremony was complete, Eli Weinstein backstage and Philippe Chatrier managed to speak to the brother and coach of Sasha Zverev, Misha.
Okay, Mishka. Obviously disappointed. Yeah. But what a 2 weeks and what a show he's been putting on this tournament and making kids want to take a racket and go play tennis.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he did very well, and especially if you look at the story. 2 years ago, he injures himself, and now he comes back, plays a final in 5 sets to Alcaraz. I feel like it could have gone either way. I think it's very inspiring, and you know, also knowing that he's a type 1 diabetic, I think he's an idol for many and a role model for many people out there, no matter if they have diabetes or not, or just other chronic diseases. That, you know, I think with the love of the family, a lot of discipline and passion, you can reach many goals in life.
Beginning of the 5th set, you were there. What was going through your mind? What did you think was going to make the difference for one of the 2 players to finish on top?
To choose the right strategy and then execution. So I think Alcaraz played very smart tennis, and Sasha maybe could have done more with his forehand, or maybe should have done more with his forehand. And but Alcaraz, he did very well. He's very young but very experienced in that way, and he has a lot of options to play creative tennis.
And do you think that the total amount of time spent on court by Sasha overall compared to Carlitos made maybe a little bit difference at the end of a match?
Possibly. I haven't seen Sasha yet, but I think if you spend a couple more hours on the court throughout the tournament, you do feel a little bit more tired on a Sunday, on a final Sunday. This is very normal, very human, but in the end, I think he looked not too bad overall, and I think he was moving okay even in the final stages of the match.
Did you enjoy yourself out there in the sun, watching your brother play a Grand Slam final?
I don't like the sun, but I did enjoy myself, yes. It was a little too hot in the sun, but no, it's a great occasion. And I hope everyone was enjoying it in our box, because this is what you train for, this is what you work for, to then play in a Grand Slam final and try to enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's lovely to hear from Misha, obviously very proud of his brother Eli, just speaking to those involved as soon as the action comes to an end. Now, the men's final was the second final of the day. It started earlier today on Philippe Chaudhry. It was an 11:30 start. Now, this was the women's doubles final. Sara Errani and Jasmine Paolini. Paolini, who lost in the singles final, the 11th seed, would lose out to Coco Gauff and Katerina Siniakova, playing for their first time as a team. They were the 5th seeds. For Coco Gauff, that is the first Grand Slam doubles title. She is just 20 years of age. She's the reigning US Open champion. Now she's a Grand Slam doubles champion. And she said she nearly didn't even play the doubles here. And Katerina Siniakova is an 8th Grand Slam title for her. It's a 3rd for her at Roland-Garros. The previous 7 had all come with Barbora Krejcikova. So this is something new for Katerina Siniakova. So first time as a team, big smile, sun shining, and they come out on top. So congratulations to Coco Gauff and Katerina Siniakova, and so much for Jasmine Paolini to be proud of for these 2 weeks, but coming out on the losing side of the doubles with Sara Errani. And that brings our coverage from Roland-Garros 2024 to an end. I'd just like to say thank you to everybody involved with putting this show together. 16 shows we have brought you. I'd like to name everyone, but I'll forget someone and then I will feel bad. But everyone works so hard. We have a French show in the morning, the English show in the evening. So thank you to everyone who's put the work in to make these shows possible. It's been wonderful to have your company. Congratulations to all the winners. We look forward to being back with you next year, but we're going to leave you with your men's champion for 2024, Carlos Alcaraz.